Hey everybody. Finding these video updates much easier for me to disseminate information. It's a lot of typing in a text, and I can't give you very much information that way, so I can kind of fill you in a little bit better. I don't even know if everybody knows, but I ended up in the hospital for a few nights last week. I start from the beginning. Um, my Keytruda was approved, so oh, here comes a kitty, I think. Oh, nope, no kitty. Thought she was coming. Um. Anyway, so my Keytruda showed up, so I took it last week. On Tuesday, went in for my treatment. Took my Keytruda. Um, and then sorry, I keep turning this thing. Took the Keytruda, and then I took a couple of the chemos, which was kind of the plan to help knock down the Keytruda. I was getting uh, fluids in between the chemos. I still had one more left when I got real cold and I started shaking, and all of a sudden I couldn't stop. So I, called the nurse and tried to get more blankets on me. I kept shaking. I was pretty, pretty violently shaking, but um, just cold and whatever. So they tried to give me some stuff to maybe settle it down, some steroids and some Benadryl in case I was having an allergic reaction. But I wasn't like getting hives and my throat wasn't really closing up, so I don't know. Um, anyway, so eventually they were like, "We got to call the an ambulance for you." And Kate's on her way down to pick me up at this point, and for some reason they can't find her emergency number, which is super weird. Um, so she's coming down. The EMTs come. They're asking me questions. I'm still shaking. My vitals are okay. Um, through all that, and then poor Kate makes it down, gets up there, and then there's all these EMTs around me. She has no idea what's going on, um, which is scary. Um, eventually, it was determined I should go to the emergency room, um, which was a good idea. So I went to the emergency room and got some blood work done, and my turns out my white blood cells had tanked, um, which is weird, and they were worried that that was like a trend, like it was going to continue to go that way. We didn't know. So I can't get the lighting on this. It's driving me nuts. Um, so uh, we agree to that. That's up at Swedish in downtown Seattle. Kate's got to come home for the kids. Luckily, we had some people come to the rescue and hang with them, which was awesome. And so I finally get up to the room about 2. I get a room about 2 in the morning, which was okay. They had given me some morphine. I was out like a light. Um, and so they're worried about internal medicine comes in at one point, talks to me. They're worried about some internal infection somewhere. That's their kind of worry because I didn't have like hives or my throat wasn't. I just didn't have all the kind of classic symptoms of somebody that was having an allergic reaction to a drug. So they're like, we're going to focus on that. That's going to be our focus. Um, so they come in and look at my lung, the one that I had drained that's still got stuff in it. And the fluid's like all solid. It's not solid, but it's like, I don't know. Whatever's in there is not, they're not going to be able to get any out. So they're like, well, we can't get any out. Probably not even enough to sample. Like, so we're out. We can't help you at all. So I kind of wait around, and they're like, okay, we're going to give you a paracentesis, which is when they drain my abdomen. And so they do that. They only take 500 milliliters, and it was coming out so nice. That's only half a liter. I mean, they could have pulled 5 liters out of there, I swear. But because my blood pressure was low the whole time, and they were super worried about it. Everything was blood pressure, blood pressure, blood pressure. Can't do it. Couldn't give me the oxycodone because of that. And whatever. But so they get a sample of that, and I just go back up to my room, and unfortunately Moni comes out with like 102-degree temp. So Kate's stuck. Moni couldn't go to school. But Kate did burn up quick and give me like toothbrush and a change of clothes, which was nice. But she had to head right back. So I just hang out last night, sleep the night. Today I'm just kind of like, well, what's the plan? Like, why am I here exactly? Like, what are we doing? And doctor comes in and she's like, well, the fluid wasn't infected. That's good. I heard you want to go home. I'm like, well, I just don't understand at this point. If there's a reason, I'll stay. If you're worried about my blood pressure and you want to monitor it and you're not comfortable, that's fine. But she's just like, no, I think you can go home. So my friend Howie's out here to help for the weekend. So he was up there, so he got me home and settled and all that. Legs are super weak. Oh, it's hard to even go up the stairs right now. It sucks. So what does that mean for the future? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Nobody does. Was it a reaction? Was it an infection? I'm getting antibiotics, of course. So barely had time to think about it. Kate and I barely had time to talk about it, except for a little bit. And she was just like, that was scariest moment of my entire life. I don't want to go through that again. And I'm like, I don't either, to be honest. But I don't know if it was it didn't happen right after I took the Keytruda. It happened hours later, and it happened after a chemo that's known to have people get allergic to. But again, I didn't show all the signs of that. So that was weird. So I don't know what's next. We haven't figured it out. It's scary to think about going back in there and doing that again. On the flip side, I could go back, people have reactions all the time and then things are fine. And, I could go back in there and take it and everything's fine and whatever. So I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to let y'all know what happened and all that. This could become the norm. I have no idea. Well, actually won't, because if we stop doing this, then I'm on hospice, and then there's no more of that stuff. No more going into ER and all that. But so that's just kind of what's going through our minds right now, and what we're trying to deal with. So anyway, once again, 10-minute video. Sorry. Excuse me. Love y'all. Sorry for the scares. not fun, but um, it's just a part of late stage cancer, I guess. I don't know. Okay, love you all. Bye.